Every year, on August 9th, the world stops to listen. Across continents and cultures, people pause to recognize the voices that have shaped our shared history for generations. We honor the International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples. This is a day for recognition, reflection, and respect. It is a time to acknowledge the wisdom, traditions, and enduring spirit of Indigenous communities everywhere. It is a day to celebrate millions of unique voices and cultures, each with its own language, art, and story. This special day was first marked by the United Nations in 1994, setting aside a moment for the world to come together in unity. The date holds meaning. It remembers the first meeting of the UN Working Group on Indigenous Populations. Now, each August 9th, people from all walks of life come together, bridging differences to honor Indigenous heritage and the ongoing journey toward justice and equality. We celebrate the richness and resilience of Indigenous communities. On this day, we do more than remember. We uplift their stories, cherish their traditions, and recognize their vital role in shaping our world. We shine a light on their strength and contributions. We also pause to consider the many struggles Indigenous peoples face in the world today, challenges to their rights, lands, and ways of life that persist despite progress. Let us open our hearts and minds. Let us understand why this day matters so deeply, not just for Indigenous peoples, but for all humanity. By honoring their voices, we move closer to a world built on respect, understanding, and shared hope for the future. Indigenous peoples are the original caretakers of our lands, holding a deep and ancient relationship with the earth that stretches back countless generations. They are the first nations, tribes, and communities who have lived in harmony with nature for thousands of years, shaping their lives around the rhythms of the seasons and the needs of the land. They have their own unique languages, beliefs, and ways of life, each reflecting a rich cultural heritage passed down through time. There are over 476 million Indigenous people worldwide, found on every continent, from the Arctic tundra to tropical rainforests, deserts, and islands. They live in forests, deserts, mountains, plains, and cities, adapting to a wide range of environments while maintaining their cultural identity. Some are nomadic herders in Africa, moving with their animals across vast landscapes as their ancestors did. Others are farmers in the Americas, tending ancient crops, or fishers in the Pacific Islands, relying on the ocean's bounty for their livelihoods. Each community is different, with its own customs and traditions, but all share a deep connection to their ancestral lands and the natural world. Indigenous peoples are guardians of unique knowledge, wisdom about plants, animals, and the environment that has been carefully preserved for generations. This wisdom is passed down through stories, songs, and ceremonies, teaching young people about respect, responsibility, and the importance of community. They know the rhythms of the earth and the secrets of the sky, reading signs in the wind, stars, and water that others might overlook. Their traditions survive despite centuries of change and challenge, showing resilience and strength in the face of adversity. Their diversity is a gift to us all, offering new perspectives and ways of understanding the world. Their voices remind us of our shared roots as humans and inspire us to honor and protect the earth for future generations. Indigenous cultures are as diverse as the world itself. Across every continent, Indigenous peoples have developed unique ways of living, shaped by their environments, histories, and traditions. No two tribes, nations, or communities are exactly alike. Each has its own language, art, music, and spiritual beliefs, passed down through generations. These traditions are living expressions of identity and resilience. Some speak ancient tongues not found anywhere else on Earth, preserving knowledge and stories that have survived for centuries. Others paint their histories on rocks, weave them into baskets, or dance them beneath the stars, celebrating their connection to the land and ancestors. In the Arctic, the Inuit people hunt and fish with deep respect for the land and its rhythms. In Australia, Aboriginal peoples have cared for their country for over 60,000 years, mapping the stars and singing the land's stories, maintaining a deep spiritual bond with nature. In Brazil, the Yanomami live in the Amazon rainforest, protecting nature and their way of life. Their knowledge of the forest helps preserve biodiversity and sustain their community. This diversity is a treasure chest of human experience. Imagine the variety of foods, medicines, and crafts created by indigenous hands, each with its own story, purpose, and meaning. Think of the wisdom held in their ceremonies and the beauty of their designs. When we honor indigenous diversity, we honor the creative spirit of humanity itself and recognize the importance of preserving these cultures for future generations. For many indigenous peoples, land is life. It is more than property. It is identity, history, and future. Yet land loss is one of the biggest challenges they face. Across the world, indigenous lands have been taken for mining, logging, farming, and cities. When indigenous peoples lose their land, they lose more than a place to live. They lose access to sacred sites, traditional foods, and medicines. Displacement causes families to scatter and cultures to weaken. The connection to ancestors and nature is disrupted. This loss affects everyone. When forests are cleared or rivers are polluted, we all lose biodiversity and balance. Indigenous peoples protect 80% of the world's remaining biodiversity. When they lose land, the earth loses its guardians. It is time to stand with indigenous peoples. Protecting their land means protecting our shared home. Language is the heart of culture. It carries the memories, jokes, and dreams of a people. Right now, many indigenous languages are in danger. Every 2 weeks, another language disappears. With each loss, the world becomes a little quieter. When a language is lost, so are stories and songs. Rituals, recipes, and healing practices fade away. Children may grow up unable to speak the words of their grandparents. The wisdom of ages can vanish in a single generation. Traditional practices also face threats. Colonization, forced assimilation, and modern pressures make it hard for young people to learn old ways. Ceremonies may be banned. Traditional dress and music can be mocked or hidden. But hope remains. Many indigenous communities are working to revive their languages and traditions. When we support this work, we help keep the light of culture burning bright. In today's fast-changing world, indigenous peoples face new pressures. Globalization brings new ideas, technology, and lifestyles. Sometimes, these forces can push aside traditional beliefs and ways of life. Young people may feel torn. They want to belong in the modern world, but also honor their roots. This can cause confusion or pain. Schools may not teach indigenous history or respect native knowledge. Stereotypes and discrimination can make it hard to be proud of one's heritage. Urbanization pulls people away from their communities. Economic hardship can force families to leave their lands in search of work. As people move, languages and traditions are at risk of being left behind. Despite these challenges, indigenous peoples continue to adapt and thrive. Their resilience is a lesson for us all. Indigenous peoples are not just survivors, they are innovators, creators, and protectors. Around the world, they have contributed so much to humanity. Their knowledge of nature has shaped medicine, farming, and science. Many medicines come from plants first used by indigenous healers. In the fight against climate change, indigenous wisdom leads the way. Their sustainable practices protect forests, rivers, and wildlife. They teach us about balance and respect for nature. Indigenous artists, musicians, and writers enrich our cultures with beauty and meaning. Indigenous communities also show incredible resilience. After centuries of hardship, they are reclaiming languages, lands, and rights. Young leaders are rising, using social media and art to tell their stories to the world. Their strength inspires hope. When we honor their contributions, we build a better world for all. There is so much to learn from indigenous peoples. They show us how to live in harmony with each other and the earth. Their ways teach us about sharing, gratitude, and respect for all living things. Indigenous knowledge is ancient and tested by time. It can guide us as we face modern challenges like climate change, inequality, and loss of community. Their stories remind us that every person and every place matters. When we listen to Indigenous voices, we open doors to new ideas. We can learn better ways to care for the land, manage resources, and heal ourselves. Their traditions can inspire us to protect the earth and value diversity. Let us become students of Indigenous wisdom. The lessons we learn may be the keys to our future. The International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples is a call to action. It is a reminder that honoring Indigenous voices is everyone's responsibility. We must listen, learn, and stand in solidarity. Respect starts with education. Learn about the Indigenous peoples in your country. Support their art, language, and rights. Stand against discrimination and speak up for justice. Celebrate their holidays, stories, and achievements. Support means allyship. Donate to organizations led by Indigenous people. Advocate for laws that protect their lands and cultures. Encourage young people to be proud of their roots. Let us honor Indigenous voices every day, not just on August 9th. When we lift up Indigenous peoples, we lift up the world.